Hello everyone, I'm ExxotikGaming and welcome back to another Pixel Gun 3D video, a very special video for my channel. Today's video is in sharp contrast to a video I made almost an entire year ago now, titled The Best Gun in Pixel Gun 3D Ever. If you haven't checked that video out, I highly recommend you all to do so. It turned out to be a fantastic video and I know you'll enjoy it. The link will be down below in the description. In this video, however, we will take a look at the worst gun in this game. As a side note, I'm disregarding starter weapons like the simple shotgun and the pixel gun in this video. Now, I know it's a difficult task to pursue, as it is bound to offend many people. I realize this, and I realize there's no possible way to make everyone happy with a video like this. All I ask is you take this video with a grain of salt. I'm not discrediting any weapon you may use in Pixel Gun 3D. I'm basing this purely off of price and stats and how well I do with this weapon, and you may very well use these weapons yourself and get good gameplay with them. However, I tried to make this video reflect the majority of Pixel Gun 3D player minds. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. It took quite some time to make, so I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like down below. I would love to see the effort I put into this video was worth it. Every gun I talked about in this video has a review on my channel. So if you want to learn more about them, please click the links in the description below. Anyways, with that being said, if this is the first video you came across on my channel, feel free to subscribe for some more Pixel Gun content, the best on YouTube. And without further ado, let's jump into today's video. To begin, we really need to go through the history of Pixel Gun 3D and see how the worst gun developed over time. In the beginning, back in 2013, there were only the basic of weapons. We had no fancy sniper rifles or area damage weapons, and Pixel Gun was a very basic game. There were only a select few weapons, so what were the worst? Well, the best would be the automatic Peacemaker and the golden laser cannon, as they would guarantee tons of kills, but the worst would be the most basic of weapons, the best friend. The best friend is another name for the simple machine gun we now have in the primary section, and we can see remnants of its underpoweredness from its early days, even into 2017, in Deadly Games, where it is one of the weaker weapons you can get. Another terrible weapon would be the alien gun, which you used to be able to use in multiplayer battles, although now no longer exists in the store. Things have evolved a lot since then, and Pixel Gun has become a completely different game with many other bad weapons. If we flash forward to 2014, things started to change. However, it still is a distant time in the past where the weapons people used were very different from what we use today. Back then, everyone wanted to use the Arc Image Dragon Wand and the Crystal Crossbow. With huge hit markers and through-wall capabilities, they were the best. But what were the worst? That would go to the Plasma Rifle and the Hot Plasma Pistol. These were very, very underpowered weapons that would guarantee very few, if any, kills. Now, in present, the Plasma Rifle has been buffed some, so it isn't the worst anymore, but the Hot Plasma Pistol, as a matter of fact, and the regular Plasma Pistol are absolutely terrible, requiring many, many shots to kill a max armored player. If you went up against the Wizard Wand now and you successfully beat somebody with a Hot Plasma Pistol and they had that, I would literally give you a free cookie, no questions asked. Anyways, continuing on progressing through the years, throughout more and more development of weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, we start to find more and more overpowered weapons being added into the game. The Storm Hammer became commonplace and Pixel Gun got pretty chaotic. In the midst of all this, the developers nerfed other weapons, and weapons simply got forgotten and became underpowered over time. In 2015, we saw that weapons like the Prototype, Dual Hawks, and Big Buddy became some of the most popular in the game. However, there were many guns that were left in the dust and became some of the worst in the game, including the Sparkly Blaster, Eindringling, and Social Uzi. It's quite sad because some of these weapons were some of my favorites, like the Eindringling, and it would have seemed at that time they would have forever been forgotten. Now, luckily, they've buffed the Eindringling up Major League, but back then, it was an extremely weak weapon no one wanted to use. If we flash forward to 2016, things changed even more. Even more overpowered weapons were added in, and more weapons were nerfed. More weapons were forgotten, and more players stuck to the same few weapons, the Ghost Lantern, Anti-Hero Rifle, and the Storm Hammer. The vast majority of players didn't want to leave the one-shot kill weapons, so many guns simply vanished. There were many weapons that got very underpowered, like the Plasma Releaser, Cactus Sword, and Lava Flail, and no one even wanted to touch them. To be honest, I've never even seen a Cactus Sword, which used to be called the Christmas Tree Sword, ever since 2014. It's been that long. It's the sad truth, but probably less than 4% of the active Pixel Gun player base even have a weapon like this anymore, so it's extremely rare. Now, finally, we transition to present day, 2017, the year of the most confusion in Pixel Gun 3D, a year of vast differences in the stats of the weapons, and a year where there seems to be no hope in weapon balances. It's crazy, but one of the rarest weapons in this game turns out to be the worst in present day. I guess I should probably just say it, but I do have to say this first. I really wish it were more powerful. It still is one of my favorite weapons in the game, the Crystal Mega Destroyer. With a name like that, you wouldn't think it's the worst in the game, but it is. Of course, aside from the starter weapons, as I mentioned in the beginning. This is such a cool looking gun, and for some odd reason, it's a beast when it comes to taking out zombies. However, in multiplayer, the opposite effect is shown. It's a shotgun, and while most shotguns in the game are between a 2 and a 4-shot headshot to a max armored player, this gun sometimes takes over 12 headshots at the closest possible range to take a max armored player out. Now tell me that's not underpowered. I've used this for fun in maps like Pool Party and Silent School before, and I've never gotten a single kill in 4 minutes. But how could you anyways? I mean, you're going up against one-shot kill weapons, and with this thing, in battle you're more likely to fire over 18 shots before you kill someone. It's ridiculous. Like I said though, I really wish this was buffed. A lot. This gun could have the same power as the Predator. Come on, Pixel Gun Company, get on that. Make this weapon better. I want it brought back. That was a little dramatic there, but anyways guys, that's basically it. That's the Crystal Mega Destroyer for you, the worst gun in the game in 2017. It's disappointing giving this gun this title, but hey, the Pixel Gun Company can simply change its stats. Maybe by making this video they will. So you know what guys, do whatever you can to make this video known. Share this on the Pixel Gun Company's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll do the same. We need them to watch it so they can see how many weapons now are underpowered, and so many are overpowered. We just honestly need every single weapon balanced. It'd be awesome if they did that. Anyways, like I said, this video did take quite some time to make, so I'd appreciate it a ton if you left a like down below. It means the world to me, and it shows your support. Also, comment down below what you'd like to see next for Pixel Gun content. Believe it or not, this is my last pre-recorded video for this summer. So the next video will actually be recorded the day it's posted. I'm recording this video on June 2nd and posting this almost on August 2nd. It's crazy how much time flies. With that being said, if this is the first video you are watching on my channel, make sure to subscribe for the best Pixel Gun content on YouTube. Thank you all for watching this far, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.